So I want you to know that no matter how dark it appears to be right now, and no matter how powerful the darkness appears to be right now, you can get to the other side. You see, I've been receiving a pull, and I feel like it's a divine calling to come and share my story right now so that others can heal. It's been a process for me because that's not how I have been for my life. During my life, I have not been out here sharing my experiences with other people. So it's been a process for me, very hard. So if this video helps you in any kind of way, please let me know. If you know somebody who could use this video, please share it, because this is me coming out of my shell to help you, to share my story of a dark time that I had when I went through a foreclosure. It was very dark for me. I felt like I was in a very dark space, like a dark closet with no windows and no doors, no light. A dark closet or a dark cave with just no way out. Just very dark and stuck. That's how I was feeling at the time. So I have been there in that so-called dark space. And I'm hoping that through sharing what I did to heal, that you may be able to find something that you can use to help you heal yourself. So during that time, I allowed myself to just release the emotions. One of the first steps I took, I think, towards healing was releasing my emotions, allowing myself to release the sadness, the anger, the frustration. So what I'm going to say to you is, it's okay to release. It's okay to cry if you need to. It's okay. Sometimes I would scream if I wanted to. Just release that. I had 2 children at the time. They were, younger, of course. So I did what I had to do to keep them from seeing me in a state of sadness. So I would reserve that for my private space where I would cry or do whatever it is I needed to do to release at the time. And it's okay for you to release that. And you want to release and then move away from that space and get to a space to where you feel like you can choose how you want to feel. Choose the energy that you want to be in. So I think for me it was one time I had attended a family gathering, a wedding or something, and somebody took a picture of me. And when I saw the picture, I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like that I appeared to be there physically, but mentally I wasn't there. I didn't look very happy. So I decided then that I wanted to choose to be a happier person. I wanted to leave that feeling of darkness and sadness. So I chose to begin to turn things around. And what I decided to do was every day, I made sure that I stayed prayerful. I made sure that I stayed trusting that I made sure that I stayed faithful. I did not give up hope. I never felt like I couldn't get to the other side of things, and I couldn't be a happier person. I couldn't see a brighter day. So I would start every day off with being grateful, finding something to be grateful for. I don't care what it is. Even in the darkest of times, we can always find something to be grateful for. So that's what I did. I can remember just saying I'm grateful for the ability to move my body, the ability to walk, and to have water to take a nice shower and to drink, and just things like that. Just something to be grateful for, to begin to lift my spirits. And then from there, I made sure that I took the time to breathe. And you want to make sure you take the time to breathe. We don't take the time to monitor our breath. And our breath is so important. It can reset us, it can create a world that we don't want to see, because an anxious, fearful breath will create an anxious and fearful experience in life. So I took the time to find a quiet space to breathe, take deep breaths to relax. And I mean, be stubborn about it. I was stubborn about it. I had to take the time to find quiet time to meditate, to to silence my thinking, to leave those loops of thought, the negative thoughts, the loops playing over and over in my mind. I took the time to meditate, to clear that, to breathe. And sometimes you can't really clear all of the thinking. So what I would do, I just let the thought pass, not dwell on it, find a space where I could calm, and then enter into a meditative state. And that was very helpful for me. It began to turn things around and became more peaceful for me. I felt more peaceful inside. Also, I used EFT tapping. You know, you tap through your points, and it really helps to release some of that energy, and it helps to clear up. It helped me to clear up some of the thoughts I was having too. That's just the running loops of thought, just the running loops of negative thought. So I used the meditation, the EFT. I also used music. You know, we always have a favorite song that will take us back to a happier time in our life, or a song that makes us feel good. So I kept my playlist, same songs most of the time, over and over, songs that put me in a happier place. I played my songs and helped me to raise my energy, because music is a frequency changer. So play your music, play or look at your favorite movie, something that will help you raise your spirits. And make sure you do something for yourself every day. After you decide that you want to feel better, that you want to be a happier person, do something every day for yourself. Decide to do something every day. Choose you. Choose to do something for yourself every day. Nobody else, just you. So that's what I began to do. I made sure I did something for myself. Um, it could be something small, like, like listen to some happy music, or then sometimes I would go out and buy myself something special, just some little something, or something that I liked, or go out to have something I like to eat. So just find something that you enjoy doing to just begin to lift your spirits. And then from there, I began to go into a space where I began to look for something that I enjoyed, something I could drown my spirit in, something that I could drench my soul in. Because when you're in that dark space, you know, sometimes you can just get so engulfed in just those same thoughts and doing the same thing over and over again and just repeating the things that happen, that you just need something else to occupy that space in your mind. So that's what I began to do. But before I mention that, I also forgot to mention that I want to tell you that another thing that was big for me was the feeling of embarrassment. Don't feel embarrassed. And that took me it was a process for me to get over that. Don't feel embarrassed because everybody goes through something at some point in this life. As a part of Generation X, I've had many life experiences, and I'm here to tell you that nobody leaves here without something. It could be your health, finances, your job, relationship with your family or friends. It can, it can be something. It's always somebody has an experience somewhere in one of those things throughout your life. So don't be embarrassed. And, sometimes it seems like when you're experiencing those dark times, that sometimes family and friends can choose those times to say just some of the nastiest things. But for me, I just found it easier to just keep my head up, continue to do what it is I had to do every day, do what you have to do what you need to do, and then decide that you're going to do a lot of things that you want to do. So choose some things for yourself that you want to find out more information about. For me, I kind of went back to my childhood and where I enjoyed collecting rocks and stones and things. And then I found an interest in crystals. So I began to study crystals, and um, it turned into a little side business for me. This was around the time when everybody was wearing the crystal jewelry. So I became just engulfed in just finding every bit of information out about it and started making the jewelry. I had some customers, and as fast as I was making it, they were buying it. So that took up a lot of my space, and was really good for me to kind of escape from the monotony of what was going on. And on the side, I was able to do that, have that little business going. And then from there, it led me to alchemy metaphysics, where I was just like a sponge. I became a student and just started just looking at everything I could, like all kinds of videos, documentaries, reading books, just everything, until I found that I was in a better place. I was in a much better position because I wasn't thinking about what had happened. I wasn't even thinking about it anymore. My mind was completely on something else. And so that went on for a while, where I would just fill out notebooks and take notes and just really began to study. Um, like I said, I became a student. And then I found that eventually I learned that that was the beginning of my awakening. And see, that's what we don't understand. Sometimes when we're in these dark spaces, that something higher is going on. We're there for a reason. It's happening for a reason. It's happening because we are to discover ourselves. We are to um, find out a lot of times our purpose. That's what's happening for me. I discovered that my purpose, I went through all of that so that I can become the person that I came here to be. One of the things I came here to be anyway is to a healer, to help others heal from, based on some of the things that I've gone through, that I can help others heal from my experience. So, like I said, things happen, and sometimes while we're in it, we can't hear it, we don't understand. But once I got to the other side, I understood that that all happened so that I can learn, so that I can have the experience to help others, so that I can build character. It's very character building. It makes you strong. It's, and sometimes you have to go down to reset, to learn those things. It's a reset. And we have to understand that sometimes we have to let the reset occur. We don't understand it, we don't like it at the time, but a lot of times it's for a higher purpose. So you just want to, for me, I just stay focused on that and then use all the tools I had, the meditation, the breathing. I had sounds that I would sleep with at night. 432 hertz, I think it was. It clears up a lot of that loop. I'll try to post a link to one that I love to use. It'll help clear up a lot of those loopy thoughts, a lot of that stuff that you just can't let go. And I would put it on and sleep with it, and it did. It began to clear up some things. So, like I said, just find something that you can, on your free time, just drench yourself in, and you may have to go back to your childhood and figure out what is it that I really loved to do. Doesn't have to be anything that costs. It could be that you like going for walks. It could be that you like enjoying the park. It could be that you like you know just um, just being out and socializing with people. I mean, everybody has something different that they love. It doesn't always have to cost, but find something to help your mind escape from those loops of thought and from that experience of that dark place that you're in, so that you can begin to come out of that. And it is a process. It is a process. So be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself, and just get to a place where you know that you can overcome this. I always knew that I was here for better. I always knew that I could overcome it. And that's what you have to do. You have to know that. So, like I said, no matter what happens, no matter, how others look at you or treat you, you have to continue to hold your head up and know that there's a better world for you on the other side. So that's what I wanted to say. Just make sure that you find something that you love to do. And then from there, I just found that things just turned around for me. And you just never know what your higher calling will be. So you're strong, you're resilient, we're flexible, things happen in life. We have things flow through our life through this experience. Material things flow in and out of our life for us to experience them with our senses. We love to feel them, we love to smell them, touch them, taste them, but they're just here for just that, an experience. And we cannot connect those material things to our heart. We can't do that. So I think once we understand that our happiness does not come from material things. And that's one thing that I think, once I decided to let all of that go, just, you experience things, and if they're here, they're here. You experience them, you love them, they're beautiful. But when they're gone, they're gone. And then guess what? Something else will flow back into your life. Every day you wake up is a new day, it's a new experience. You're grateful for that, and you live your life and allow other things to come in. So we have to just not be so attached to things and just know that tomorrow's a new day full of new experiences, and just look forward to that. You know, like I said, be resilient, bend, but don't break. And you can get to the other side. And you can do it. You can do it. So I hope this helps you. I really hope this helps you because you're the whole reason that I was called, I believe, to share this. So if this helps you in any kind of way, please let me know. So like I said, you can and you will get to the other side. And I'll see you on the next one.